cruise news time, and you better buckle in for this one. It's a wild ride today. I've got an update on the world's largest cruise ship, and well, pickle cruisers done got banned. As well they should. Cruise news and my views. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to La Lita Loga. I'm your host Tony, here with the latest cruise news and views for your face on a Friday the 4th of October, 2024. And let's start out with a ludicrous challenge. I will use this song to introduce a very important cruise news story. Can you tell me who wrote the song and who performed it best? Here we go. It goes a little bit like this. Sailing, it takes me away to where I want to be. I don't even know if that's the lyric. Is that the lyric? Takes me away to where I want. Either way, sailing. Guess what is sailing? And shout out Ludacris. Guess what is sailing? The Vie Odyssey finally, after 4 months of delay and all kinds of challenges and turmoil, finally Vie Odyssey is on the never-ending cruise, a 3.5-year cruise, a residency at sea where people paid beaucoup dollars to get a cabin on that cruise ship. It done left Belfast and went to Brest. It's trying to get to Brest, France. And well, let's look at the cruise mapper and see exactly where it is at the moment. Wow, would you look at that? First and foremost, look at all those cruise ships all over the world, but the one in red, cruise ship in red, the cruise ship in red almost to France. I don't know if you know this, but whenever you go to France, you have to be able to sing the French national anthem. Allons enfants de la patrie, le jour de gloire. No, I'm just kidding, but I did have to do that when I was in French 2 in middle school, which thanks Mr. Bozeman, and now I've got that national anthem stuck in my head. I can sing our national anthem also, so don't get it twisted, but yeah. There you go, Vie on the move, exciting stuff. Cruise news story number 2, the world's largest cruise ship, Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas. Well, they've been out of service. They canceled their September the 28th sailing for unplanned maintenance. They've had the Icon of the Seas at a shipyard in the Bahamas, over there in the Bahamas, doing the work that they need to do to repair that thing. It's not a very old cruise ship, but something was wrong with it. Well, word has come from on high that cruise ship will come back to service tomorrow, October the 5th. Word went out to people that are booked on that cruise that their sailing will happen. So hopefully everything's all fixed up and they don't have those issues again. A lot of weird stuff's happened during this challenging time for the Icon. We saw power issues on the Icon, power issues on Utopia. We saw Royal Caribbean come out and make a ban on certain extension plug, multi-plug devices. They haven't said for sure what it is. Is it, you know, electrical? Is it engine? That kind of thing. But either way, they took the week off, they did the repairs, and now they're ready to get back to business. And speaking of business, I don't know if you guys know, but it's Casual Friday. So I've changed up my wardrobe a little bit. I'm wearing a black t-shirt and shorts. Okay, maybe every day is Casual Friday, but I did want to remind you guys that just we only have a few more weeks for the retiring of this series of the Monster of the Lido t-shirts. And so if you going on a Halloween cruise, time's running out to get them for a Halloween cruise, but if you want to pick these versions of the Monsters of the Lido up for this year so that you have them for next year, time is running out. They're gonna go away. They're gonna go away at the end of the month. Of course, you got Captain Frankie, you got the Zombie Sailor, you got the Captain Pirate, also the Sugar Skulls. So those will be going away, and I guess I'll retire my shirt too. I'm wearing a 3-piece suit to work tomorrow. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. The link for the t-shirts down in the description or in the pinned comment. Happy Casual Friday, everybody. Now let me hit you with a quick update to yesterday's show. Very briefly, I touched on the Longshoreman strike. Talked about how they told us that it wouldn't really impact cruising and that I wasn't really sure how it would impact the rest of society. Well, by the time I got home last night, the things paused. They've come to some sort of tentative agreement where they've decided to pause the strike and they're going to come back to work. I don't know if this is the end of the story, but the story has certainly changed. So the folks that were on strike are no longer on strike, and we'll continue to watch it, and hopefully none of it impacts cruising. Hopefully none of it impacts how much bread costs, because that's really the thing that kind of hurts these days. how much bread costs. Cruise news story number 4. We've seen over the last year or so the cruising activity return to China. We know that a big player over there is Royal Caribbean. MSC has cruises in China. And well, word has come out from another popular cruise line whether or not they would be pursuing cruises in China. Carnival CEO Josh Weinstein was asked during a recent earnings call whether or not Carnival planned to put any hardware in China. And he said, no. Nope, we tried it before and it wasn't very successful. No plans as of yet to make a Carnival move to China. I went to China. That was the first time I ever left the continent. First time I ever left North America. I flew to Shanghai, and that was a wild experience. Flew to Shanghai and eventually cruised on Royal Caribbean over to Japan. It was cool. I recommend it. I know not everybody's down to clown when it comes to going to China. I still feel like there's value in seeing different cultures and bringing yourself into those different cultures. Now, I got to tell you about the banning of the pickle cruisers. But before I do that, let me quickly invite you to subscribe. If you like staying up to date with everything going on in cruising, please consider subscribing with the notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on any of the episodes. Thank you in advance. Well, I'm just going to describe this one without using pictures because the pictures are disturbing. Back in April, there were a pair of cruisers on a Carnival cruise ship that tried to take some items on board, some items that got confiscated, and then an item that did not get confiscated. And wildly, we probably wouldn't know anything about this, except the pickle cruisers made a video about it. They posted a video on social media, and in the video, you could hear one of the people, they're in a cruise cabin in front of the safe in the cruise cabin. They said, look, they took my pickles, my hot sausages, and even my open bag of popcorn, but they didn't find this. And then after she said they didn't find this, let's just break that down. Pickles, hot sausages, and pop. That actually sounds like a pretty good evening. Anyways, they took all of those things. They were able to find those things, but they did not find the firearm, the pew pew. Now, I don't know if this was a real pew pew or not a real pew pew, but man, they showed it right there on the video. And that video has resurfaced from months ago, and now Carnival has said, hey, we know who these people are. They're banned, no longer welcome to sell on Carnival Cruise Line. I don't know if there's like some, universal ban list, but yeah, this is bad. All cruise lines have a no weapon policy, and obviously these folks violated it. I don't know what you think's going down that you need that kind of protection on a cruise ship. Oh, wait, I just thought of a circumstance. You think people are bringing that kind of hardware to ensure there's no cheating at the trivia so you can get yourself a ship on it? How crazy is that? Pew pew from a short form video from a cruise cabin was not on my bingo card for this year. Yeah, thanks for watching the show. Smack the like button. Tony for La Lido Loca. Until next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye. Cruise News.